It's should be something completely different. So we've got a Calor pellet stove. They're pretty much all the same, these type, made in Italy. And we have this fault on it, which means it's overheating, or possibly temperature probe has failed. It has a thermal cutout, and that's what I gathered from a bit of research on Google or the web. Now, I found that it isn't the temperature sensor, it's actually not blowing air from here. And I'll go through with you how I diagnosed what the fault was and also what we do to repair it. And just have a look at the temperature. So the top of the machine is 66 degrees. And while we're at the side, a little cooler. Now, from reading on the internet, it says when this alarm comes up, you have to reset the thermal cutout, which is done by unscrewing this. And then there's a little button in there that uses a screwdriver and that reset the thermal cutout. But obviously it came back default. So I'm going to turn it off. I'll show you how to take the sides off and what I found with it. Be back when it's a little cooler. So here's really all we're going to need. Cross-head Phillips screwdriver and a 4mm Allen key. These are just my DIY tools. I mean, it's not cold, but it's cooled down enough for me to start taking it apart. And I'll show you what we need to remove. So we have, where are we? Screw here, and we have another one here. So it's 2 on each side, that's 4 screws coming out of there. And here Allen bolt there. There's another one hiding there, so we've got those on both sides. Start getting this apart. It works. So there, 2 screws from the back, 2 more to take out the other side. Well, hopefully, now we've got the 4 Allen bolts to take out. It's a little bit warm. And do make sure it's unplugged from the mains when you start taking it apart. I'm not advising people to go poking around in things they're not comfortable doing. And, you know, it'd be quite easy to call someone out and get this done. So that's 2, and then just 4mm Allen head. side. These great little machines. There's that good amount of heat. There the other two. Right, let's have a look and see what we're dealing with. So that's what it looks like. Now that reset button attaches to that, and that's the thermal cutout. So that goes along there, and the probe is up the top here. So basically it's overheating because this fan motor here, which is still roasting, is no good. Let's see what temperature that is, that motor. So bearing in mind this has not been spinning, ninety 95 degrees. Now it has a motor this side, that's for the exhaust side of it, and what we've got here. And you see the difference in temperature. So this motor has given up the ghost. So we need to take out this unit, which is 2 screws there, the screw that holds the earth on, and then there's got to be 2 screws the other side, which sit there, and there. Right, let's start getting this thing apart. So the 2 electrical connectors. The earth or ground. It's still rather toasty. I won't take this one all the way out. I'll go around and undo the other 2. How hot is that going to be for me to hold? That's okay. And that's the unit. Now what I'm going to do is check the continuity between those 2 and see how much resistance there is. And then we can, I've bought one of these units. The exact unit, I paid about 58 euros, and it was shipped directly from Italy. That's the new unit, here's the old unit. Make sure they're the same. And the motor is on the correct side. So it's packaging up. Not sure if you saw that. Just for you guys to measure up again. So, same. Unpack this motor, there we go. Slightly different orientation, but that's not a problem. No, it's not. It's the same orientation. Disregard that. Just this fixing here is different to that one. But the spade connectors are the same size. That's got too much glare on it, hasn't it? You're going to be able to see that. Turn this light off. That's better. Let's get this there. So I just want to check the resistance across them both. Just the old one first. 85.7. You can't smell that because we don't have smelly vision, but that smells burnt. And the new one is, yeah, you can see massive difference. Let's get a backlight on. Probably see it even better there. That's better. And I can see it just as well. Massive difference in resistance. We've got the new one installed and see if it spins. It should spin up when you first turn it on. This one didn't spin up when you first turned it on. And as I showed you, that was 90 plus degrees. And that's centigrade, so you know how hot that is. It's very hot. And these motors shouldn't get that hot. Let's get it installed, see if it works. Yeah, what I've noticed in this is the new one, the holes here for the screws are smaller than the original. Right, I'm going to quickly drill that out. Right, that's a better fit now. Let's get it installed. Lovely. That is still quite warm. Let's move you guys now. So basically, just drilled out that hole there a bit. Make sure that screw isn't catching. I'm going to go with the way they were on the other motor to start with. Also, we need to reset the thermal cutout that I showed you guys earlier. Because when we power it on, we get the same alarm out that telling us it's overheating. So basically unscrew this cap here. You just hear it click. That's reset now. Right, so now we can fire it up. Just see the fan. You can see if that fan spins up and also if it rotates in the correct direction. So look at this, it has to go that way. Okay. I've got a feeling that's rotating in the wrong direction though. Alright, that's correct. Do it one more time. Brilliant. So now all we've got to do is put it back together. And we're good to go. Now all we've got to do is put it back together. All we've got to do is fire it up. Not sure how long that took, maybe half an hour. But so you can hear that fan's kicked in. I'm going to fire it up. And see how hot this top gets when it's running. I'll leave it for an hour, make sure it works fine, and then we'll come back and have a look at it. So the time now is 11:29. We'll come back in an hour, make sure it's all good. I should have done this at the beginning of the video, shouldn't I? So that's working now. Well, it's just had about an hour now. And it's still going nice. Just take the temperature off the top. It was 61, 62 I think before. What are we now? 37. So we're good to go. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. Just quick video on the problem with this burner. Might help someone out in the future. Just remember, always disconnect from the mains. If you're not comfortable with what you're doing, don't do it, and get a professional in to do it. Thanks for watching.